I've seen anywhere in North America. I thought you guys were laid back in Hawaii. What's going on?
We get nuts.
GJ, here's what I love already. I love the fact that Hawaii, you don't need a passport. I like this island better. We can turn the mic volume down a little bit, Elias, so that it's down here. Actually, probably don't even need it. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
So, is this the very, very first regional director training?
Yeah.
So, am I accurate in saying that you guys are the founding leaders of this entire... Yeah, so these are the meetings that I love to do. It actually brings us back to kind of the roots. You know, at this stage in the company, it's rare to be in rooms kind of this quaint, right, this intimate. That's what I love, because it's rooms like this that start with a small, tightly knit, bonded group of committed people that ultimately turn into, you know, amazing things. So, you know, I appreciate all of you guys for catching the vision, literally being out here on an island, starting from scratch, because, correct me if I'm wrong, there's pretty much nothing going on in Hawaii, right? Is that pretty accurate for everybody, right? And turning it into something amazing. I mean, you guys are absolutely cranky. I mean, to come in here for the very first regional director training, and tomorrow is the very first local success training, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, to have the first event that you guys are having, and to already have a room full of qualified RDs, NDs, PDs, and what did I hear, 2 ambassadors now on the island already? You guys, that is enormous. And I want you to understand that, you know, sincerely, most markets do not start that fast. They do not grow that fast. And they definitely don't have the leadership like that's in the room here going into their very first training. So, you know, yes, I'm out here because GJ asked me to be out here and I made a commitment, but I'm out here because you guys deserve the support out here because of what you're doing. So, a round of applause. I guess, you know, I'll share with you guys a little bit. We're going to get into a lot tomorrow. And tomorrow is going to be a very, very full day, and that's obviously the main event. And, you know, we got some cool stories to go over and some good pieces for all of you guys. I'll share with you just on a leadership level, because that's obviously what tonight is about, is to kind of speak on a leadership level. First and foremost, did you guys learn a little bit so far, as far as the information? What are some of the take-homes that you guys got so far? Give me some of the notes. Give me 2 or 3 key points in your head that you know you can implement already.
Force your calendar.
Force your calendar, okay. What else?
Challenge.
Fill your waiting room. Good. What else?
Set your goals.
Set your goals. Fill your waiting room. Force your calendar. What else?
Never quit.
Never quit. It's a good one.
Write
What's something you guys have got out of tonight already that maybe was something you were missing prior to coming in here this evening?
Events drive the business.
Okay, well, that is that's an important one, right? Considering and it's the absolute. You guys, that's what's scary. If you're growing this fast right now and you haven't even started an event calendar, because you haven't even started an event calendar, yeah, things are going to get a little crazy. What do you say out here? Nuts. Nuts. That's nuts. Things are going to get nuts out here. What else? What else have you guys? What else were you missing coming in here tonight? You got an aha, you got something that you can implement on a personal level. Anything else?
Momentum is a leader's best friend.
It's true. Momentum amplifies and multiplies everything. Absolutely. What else?
How to check your website for your inactives, your the people that are going to hit Rising Star, the ones that are going to expire.
Yeah, simple things like, right, how to use the website, how to use the tools they have. Yeah, the expiring stars.
Running versus management.
Yeah, running versus management. Anybody else have their aha?
If it doesn't make the calendar, it doesn't get done.
That's absolutely true. Okay. That's good, because obviously the point is not to get everybody in a room on a Friday night, blaze through a bunch of slides, and have you guys take home nothing. I also understand that if it's your first training, seeing all of that can be slightly overwhelming, right? That's a lot of stuff to take in a condensed time period. So the main point is leaving here, at least have a couple things, right, that you can make a decision to immediately implement. Because if you immediately implement a few things that you weren't doing before you came in here, that you start doing when you leave here, your business is going to grow. Does that make sense to all of you guys? Yeah. So, I mean, awesome job to all the trainers. They were rocking the house today. So give them a big round of applause. On a company level, as far as a leadership update, because things are crazy. I mean, they're absolutely insane right now. Obviously, the month is kind of wrapping tonight in terms of November production and all of the cleanup. It was another record month. Yet again, well over double-digit growth. I think that puts us like 23, 24 months in a row consecutively of double-digit compounded growth, which is just unheard of. I mean, we're at a point right now where if we were to just sustain, in other words, if we weren't even to grow, okay, if we didn't grow another 1% for all of next year. We'd have over 1 million people join our challenge next year. You start to think about that, like that's a little bit insane, you know what I mean? Like a million new people. And I don't know about you guys, we plan on growing. And if you guys plan on growing, it's nuts. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but it looks like we had a pretty crazy story happen last night of another ViSalus first in the history of ViSalus. Broke today. You'll start hearing that story hit the wires and hit Facebook and everything in the next couple days. And we're full steam, you know. And we were talking with some of our ambassadors a little bit earlier today. We're going to release some stuff on Monday too that'll give you guys some insight on what we're going to do to add fuel to fire in the month of December. And then go full swing. I mean, absolute full tilt to a whole other level as we go into the new year, and we'll talk a little bit about that when we kind of close out tonight. So it's a humbling thing to be a part of. Nate was asking me in the back, like, how does it feel like, right? It's one of those things, you know, I'm one of 3 people that has been with ViSalus since it was an idea. Right? Haven't you guys ever had a good idea before? Yeah. Have you guys ever taken a shower before? You've had an idea, right? I mean, everybody's had a good idea, but to watch an idea unfold over the last, coming up on 7 years, you know, it's been an awesome experience. But today, I mean, it's just an interesting, humbling place to be. It's like every day there's some new opportunity coming in, some new door opening. I mean, the caliber of individuals that are being attracted to this company is fascinating. And I'm not just from a promoter level all over North America. Now it's to the point where my office in Beverly Hills fills every single day with some of the top executive talent that wants to come work for us. You know, literally just to be a part of what they think is a shift in an industry. I'll tell some stories tomorrow in front of everybody, but it's crazy. Like yesterday I was interviewing a former CEO of a $400 million company that wanted to come in and work as my VP of sales, you know, and I mean people that are walking away from massive opportunities because they see where the vision of ViSalus is unfolding to them. That's cool. And you guys, it's because of you. I mean, you're the one, you know, the promoters across the community are the ones that are creating this ruckus and creating this story and creating the electricity that's attracting these people. And you know, we got big plays in the works. I mean, sitting in some of these meetings and the level of thinking that the company is at right now, we're not 3 steps ahead. I mean, we're like 11 steps ahead. I mean, we're thinking about how we're going to become the #1 personal transformation platform in the world, right? How we're going to go out there and repeat what we're doing, you know, again, in every state we haven't been to, every province we haven't gotten to yet, and then eventually on every continent. And those are the things right now that are in motion behind the scenes in probably a faster pace than most of you guys would even think about or imagine. So that's just some of the ideas. And you know, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about on a leadership level of why. Because this is probably one of the most important questions that I get from everybody is like, it doesn't even make sense, right? 24 months of compounded double-digit growth, you know, 85,000 people joining a month, a BMW every hour, millions of pounds lost. You guys know the statistics. Like, how is this even possible? And what's interesting with ViSalus is it's not like we're in a good economy where everybody is doing this, right? It's not like everybody's growing and ViSalus is just growing faster, which was the case maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago with a lot of industries when we were in a luxury market. Everybody was growing. Some companies were just a little bit faster. We're in a totally different world today. We're in a world where people are not going forward, they're going what? Industries are not growing, they're declining. We're in a climate right now where we're an enigma, right? We're an anomaly, right? Everybody else is going the wrong direction, especially in our space. And here's ViSalus throwing up numbers that everybody's scratching their head, wondering, how in the heck is this even happening? And I want to explain it to you guys from a leadership level because I think it's important that you understand. And you probably already intuitively understand this and know this, but I just want to throw it out there. Quick question. How many of you had been in network marketing or direct sales before ViSalus? Just out of show. Okay, wow. So about half of you. So how many of you had never, this is your first venture into network marketing, direct sales? Okay, good. So about half an hour. So that's good. Why is that on the front?
Doing the challenge, baby. Leading by example.
That was not my slide deck. I did I didn't tell my entire staff under all my bios and titles I do want celebrity super fitness model moving forward, and they just laughed at me. I don't know what that means. Joke. Okay, so we throw that down, DJ, because that's gonna annoy me. Here's what I want you guys to understand. You guys are staying the same thing out here in Hawaii that, say, some of the other markets are out there doing. We are in the business of promoting a what?
Challenge.
Promoting a what?
Challenge.
Okay. So we are a company that promotes a challenge. In our challenge, we give away how much in prizes?
10 million.
How much?
10 million.
Say it like it's exciting. 10 million. We give away $10 million a year in prizes, right? Free product, prizes, and vacations. In order to participate in the challenge, all you have to do is set a 90-day goal. Okay, and then select one of 4
Kids.
Oh, okay, good. So you guys are kind of understanding this. No matter what kit you pick, you're not going to spend, but you're going to end up
Saving.
Okay, why are you going to end up saving? Saving money on your what?
Groceries.
Okay, so you're saving money, right, on your groceries, and if you want to get it for free, all you got to do is refer
3.
Okay, good. Okay, so you guys promote the same message that everybody else promotes. Is that pretty accurate?
Yes.
Okay, here's what you need to understand. And this is, for those of you guys that have been in the network marketing industry, you're going to already understand or know this. For those of you that have never been, it's important for you to understand the difference or perspective of what happens here that maybe doesn't happen or hasn't happened in the last 100 years within kind of our channel or our space. Typically, a network marketing company is either one of 2 buckets. Okay? Typically, a network marketing company or a direct sales company is classified as a product company, which means if I'm sitting down with you to talk about my company, I'm really talking about a product, an ingredient, a scientist, a doctor, a clinical study, a white paper, or some berry from a long-lost island, right? Or some sort of pitch on a product. Not saying it's bad, not saying it's good. There's a lot of companies that have done very well with that. It is just one of the buckets that a lot of companies choose is really a product-first company. How many of you guys have either been in or heard or been pitched by some company that you think is a product-first company? Okay, there's a lot of them, okay? A lot of great ones. Or if they're not a product-first company, they're more of a business-driven company, okay? The business-driven company is something that's really like, well, we have a product, but let's talk about the money, okay? Let's talk about the compensation plan. Let's talk about the opportunity. Let's talk about how we're going to go out there and achieve a lifestyle. How many of you guys have ever heard or been pitched by a company that was more opportunity-focused company? Okay. For those of you guys that have been in the industry, would you agree with me that most companies in the industry would go into one of those 2 buckets, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. And like I said, it's been that way for 100+ years. There's been multi-billion-dollar companies built off that philosophy. Here's out, and I've been in this industry for 12 years. All right, you guys probably know most of the background. First half which as a top producing distributor like yourselves, and then the second half obviously founding by Salas. So I say this with the complete understanding that I've spent most of my adult life in one of those 2 buckets. Okay? And after spending a lot of time in those buckets and doing very well in those buckets, we kind of came to the conclusion that neither of those is very normal. Neither of those is very normal. Okay, you guys like to party out here, right?
Yeah.
What do you call all day? What do we call? What do you guys go? Where do you go? What do you call your parties?
The beach.
The beach, right? You're at the beach. You're at the club. You're at the luau. You're at this. You're hanging out with your friends. You're hanging out with your family, and all of a sudden you're like, let me talk to you about this new shake formula. It has trizorb protein. It's diabetic friendly. 23 vitamins. Right? All of a sudden, right? All of a sudden, it gets really awkward. All of a sudden, your friend's sitting there going, what are you trying to sell me right now, right? All of a sudden, right, you get you feel weird in that pitch, right? Or you're at the same party with the same group, and all of a sudden you're like, let me talk to you about this ground floor business opportunity, okay? I need to put you on the phone with my upline expert, right? Weird, okay? Weird?
Yes.
Not really normal? Kind of uncomfortable?
Yeah.
You don't get invited to the next party? True?
Yeah.
That's most of the industry. It's been most of the industry. One of those 2 pitches for 100 years. It's still most of the industry today. Which is why, in my opinion, network marketing, direct sales, multi-level, whatever